Good afternoon and welcome to Nora's Dog Training Company. We're here today with Fred and Bentley, and what we're going to be demonstrating is Bentley's ability to do his formal obedience commands that he's learned here at school. We're going to take a moment to introduce the training equipment. Fred has a standard 6-foot web training leash where he keeps the bulk of that leash in his right hand, leaving his left hand free to give the correction. And the correction that we use is a tug and let go on Bentley's training collar. And that is the second piece of training equipment that we're using. And we'll show you how to properly use that when you come to pick up Bentley tomorrow. Now the first exercise that we're going to demonstrate is heeling. Heeling is prop walking on a leash, and the command is Bentley heel. Now when you're walking with Bentley, we've taught him to sit automatically once you're out walking with him, when you're out in public, or if you walk up to a neighbor, or if you stop for any reason. The first thing that Bentley will be doing is sitting nicely to your left. And as he's doing really good, always praise him up too, and tell him he's doing a good job. Now the second command that we're going to demonstrate is the stay command. The stay command is a hand and a voice command about an inch or so from Bentley's muzzle, and a one-word firm command to stay. Now Bentley's been doing his sit stays from 1 to 3 minutes, so it's very important to where you start out in a small amount of time and then always work your way up. Now when Fred walks back to Bentley, he's going to walk all the way around him, which gives him that added distraction. Fred comes back, finishes the command, praises him up, and then we're back to heeling. Fred's going to heel Bentley around. Good boy, Bentley. Fred leaves him in another sit stay. Fred walks out to the end of the training leash, and then rather than walk back to Bentley, Fred is going to call him. When you call Bentley, you always want to make him feel like he's never going to get in trouble. He's doing a couple stretches, when he comes back to Fred, and then once he comes back and he stops, he's sitting right in front of Fred. When you call Bentley, you always want to say his name and then come. Fred leaves him in another sit stay. So it's his name and come in a happy voice. Praising him up. Good job, Bentley. Bentley comes right back, sits. He never takes his eyes off of Fred or any trainer who he's with. He's a very smart, intelligent young man. Every time you stop, Bentley's going to be sitting to where you're not going to have him, jumping or doing anything that you do not want him to do. Now our next commands are going to be the first of the down command, and the down command is with your left hand straight down towards the ground, and the one-word firm command to down. Every time you put Bentley down, you always want to tell him to stay and then walk away from him, and then always have him hold that. He's been doing his down stays from 3 to 5 minutes. So you always want to start out in a small amount of time and then always work your way up. So just like with the sit stay, Fred's going to return back to Bentley. He walks all the way around him, which gives him that added distraction. Fred comes back to the heel position, which is right where Bentley's right on your side, and then we're back heeling. Once you stop, Bentley's sitting. Good boy, bud. Fred's going to put him back down. It's a one-word firm command. Tells him to stay, and then walks away from him. Now it's very important to where you use these commands in your home as well, to where if you're sitting there watching TV, put him in a down stay. Bentley doesn't move, until you tell him to.
Bentley, come.
Fred calls him. Good boy. He comes right back, sits right in front of Fred. Comes back. Good job, Bentley. Fred back to heeling. Now the last command that we're going to demonstrate is the down from the distance. Now every command that Bentley gets, he's always going to be sitting. Now the down from the distance, you want to tell him to stay, walk away from him, and it's going to be one of the only commands that you use with your right hand to give the command.
Down.
Fred gives Bentley the down command. Bentley takes his time and then he goes right down. Perfect. Couldn't have been any better. Fred walks all the way back to Bentley. Praises him up, brings him right back in. Good boy. Now, thank you. We've demonstrated Bentley's heel, sit, stay, down and come, and then down from a distance. If you have any questions or anything at all, you can always give us a call and we'll always be there for you. Thank you, and thanks for tuning in. Have a good day.